Okay, it's right here, you guys. See, her signature is in black and I love it. Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. In this one I'm going to be telling you guys all about my first ever Warped Tour experience, as this is the last year of Warped Tour, an event that was very special to me, so I like to end it right by talking about all the amazing times I've shared there as someone who listens to a wide range of music, including rock and metal. When I first started listening to heavier music, I was in 6th grade, so my parents thought I was way too young to go until the summer I turned 14, although I've seen girls as young as 6 years old dancing the night away with their dads in the crowd. This was back in July of 2015, just a couple weeks before my birthday, so I figured there'd be no better way to celebrate another year of being a teenager than to bring my best friend at the time along with me. With bands like Pierce the Veil, Paris, and Beartooth being announced to play at my local venue, the Xfinity Center in Mansfield, Massachusetts, I knew even before stepping into the gates that it was going to be the best day of my life to date. I set my alarm as early as my parents would allow so I could arrive just in time not only to see but to meet as many musicians as possible, and simply stepping into the car knowing I would be there any minute made me tear up a little because I had never been so happy. While I'm telling this story, keep in mind that it didn't happen yesterday, but over 3 years ago, so I'll try to talk about my experience as vividly as I can, going in order of who I either saw or met from first to last. The first band that I ended up seeing was Miss May I. From the moment I heard their song Forgive and Forget, I instantly fell in love, so being able to watch them perform it live was amazing to say the least. After that, I ended up walking around in search of one of my favorite YouTubers to this day, Morgan Joyce, who announced that she was going to be working with one of her companies that she works with to come along for the tour. This meant I would have the chance to meet her, talk to her, and take a photo with her, so that's exactly what I did. She looked even more beautiful in person than she did on her videos and was a lot shorter than I expected, which was absolutely adorable. As if that wasn't incredible enough, she was a total sweetheart. For those of you who have no idea who she is, I would strongly suggest checking out her channel if you're interested in animal rights, beauty, fashion, and body modification, as she covers all these topics on her channel. That could have made my entire year, but the day wasn't anywhere close to being over yet. In the time I had left, I ended up seeing either Beartooth, Hands Like Houses, Icon for Hire, or Juliet Sims next, so I'm just going to go in alphabetical order. Beartooth was another band that I instantly fell in love with after hearing their song I Have a Problem, so I ran over to the stage they were playing at just in time to see them play hit songs like The Lines, Dead, In Between, Beaten in Lips, and Body Bag from beginning to end. As it couldn't have gotten any better, sometime during their set, Morgan Joyce took the stage to show support for her fellow Warped Tour crew, who she happened to be close friends with, so I got to see her again and my younger self was living her dream. Hands Like Houses was up next, so I had to take a bit of a walk to get to their stage as it was nowhere near where I was, but I didn't mind at all because absolutely nothing could have ruined my day. Let me just say that they knew how to put on a show, and it was incredible to know that bands like them came from all around the world, whether it be Europe or Australia, to play across the United States and Canada. Then there was Icon for Hire, a female-fronted rock band who I really had fun with because of their enthusiasm on stage. Juliet Sims, wow, just wow guys. She blew me away. She was so beautiful and talented that I hadn't seen anything like her all day. Everything that makes a performance perfect was there. I was so happy to hear her play songs like End of the World and Not Broken Yet, featuring her husband Annie Biersack of Black Veil Brides. Plus, she threw her towel into the stage and I ended up catching it along with another girl in the crowd. Yes, you heard that right. What happened was we both caught the towel and we refused to let it go, so a guy in the crowd came between us to settle our conflict. He took the towel from both of us, trying to rip it in half so we could both get a piece of our beloved Juliet, but it wasn't ripping, so in the end the girl let me have it. Girl, whoever you are, if you're watching this, I love you, seriously. Immediately after Juliet's set, she held a meet and greet at her merch tent, so with my towel in hand, I ran over and got to meet the beauty herself. I had so much to say to her. I started off by telling her how I caught the towel, and then she ended up signing it for me, which is actually right here, you guys. Oh It's backwards. Okay, it's right here, you guys. See, her signature is in black and I love it. I still have it and I'll probably always have it because I've never caught something on stage before, so I'm very proud of this one thing that I did catch. I also told her how adorable she is with Andy, and she called me perfect, so in conclusion, I'll remember that for the rest of my life. It feels so good to be kind to people, whether they're famous or not, and have them treat you the exact same way, which is just one of the things I love about Warped Tour. It's such a positive environment where everyone has a good time, and that's all I could really ask for. Across from Juliet's tent was Metro Station's tent, where they are also holding a meet and greet. The only thing I had to do in order to meet the band was grab a t-shirt, so that's what I did, and got to take a photo with Trey Cyrus, Miley Cyrus's stepbrother. He told me that he loved me, another memory I'll never forget, and then Paris was supposed to perform, which I remember vividly. As a band who originated from Massachusetts, it was really inspiring to see that they became so successful. At the time, they had just released their debut album, White Noise, and I enjoyed every second of it, listening to them play their hit songs, including Fire, St. Patrick, Mirrors, Holy, White Noise, and My House. It might have rained a little, but that didn't stop them from showing us a good time. Last but definitely not least was my favorite band at the time, Pierce the Veil. They were epic. Before taking the stage, music started playing to get us ready for their arrival, and the next thing we knew, confetti was shooting out of a cannon onto all of us in the crowd as the Divine Zero got us all jumping off the ground. Their set list in full, including the Divine Zero, was May These Noises Startle You in Your Sleep Tonight, Hell Above, Bulls in the Bronx, Yeah Boy and Dollface, Cara for Nelia, and King for a Day. I put so much energy into dancing and singing to all of their songs that I felt like I couldn't take another step, so that was enough for me to get ready to start heading home with my friend. Although I could have seen two other bands that I enjoyed listening to, Asking Alexandria and Black Veil Brides, I was happy as I could possibly be with what I already got to experience that day, and on my way out I met another band, one that I saw earlier in fact, Icon for Hire. A crowd of people was standing around them asking for photos and autographs, so I was able to do that and then went home feeling giddier than ever. As you can tell, my first Warped Tour experience was wonderful, and I could already see myself attending the ones to come. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!